Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only, just David. You guys wanted more of this, and here we are. Man, in a way, there's not a lot going on this week, but there is a lot going on. So let's just get right into it. You know where I want to start today? Let's start with Jersey. It seems to be what everyone always wants me to talk about. We got to talk about, and it's so funny because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So I have nothing to prove here. I keep saying the same things. No one's going to believe me on this, but I'm going to say it anyway before I get into my topic that I want to start with today. I'm not a tree hugger. So we can all argue and you can all say that you don't believe me. That's okay. You don't have to believe me. I know what's in my heart, guys. I'm just telling you, I ain't no tree hugger. I am team nobody. Okay. When it comes to Melissa and Teresa, which we're going to get into because, last week I had on Nicole Carasquiglo, the wonderful woman who, stripped with Melissa and said Melissa was a stripper. I've got a lot to say about that in a second, but I'm team nobody. And I have to say that because a lot of people are going to come for me, probably. You come for me regardless, with what I'm about to say about Teresa. But let's talk about the Shein. I say Shein. Her collaboration with the daughters. Now, she has gotten a lot of flack for this because, apparently, listen, this company has been around forever. We've made fun of like Sheree, Whitfield in Atlanta. For anyone that doesn't know, they make very inexpensive clothing. I've looked at their like stuff online before. I don't even understand how you can make clothing for this inexpensive, but look, it's like almost like one step below. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm in the Hamptons and the allergy season here is really bad. I am so sorry. Okay, so it's one step below, like I would say an H&M. Zara's killing it these days, but it's one step below like an H&M or a Uniqlo, right? So it's really cheap. It's not unstylish at all. It's actually stylish. So anyone that wears this, I have nothing against it. I think some of the things are like really cute, actually. So they have a family partnership. Now, I just want to say this is where everyone will start coming for me and saying I'm a tree hugger because I am going to defend Teresa here for this is my opinion. But I really want to hear everyone else's opinion. She got a family partnership. It's her and Gia and Melania and Adriana. They got a family partnership. Now, first of all, to get a family partnership, like for 4 people to sign on for this, you know how hard that is? Like, I could see in another lifetime, like, I mean, she's going through a lot now. I don't know if any brands really want to work with her, but like, I could see like Kim and Brielle and Ariana. But it's really hard to get like I could see Garcelle and her 2 sons, actually, and Oliver, all 3 of them. But it's hard. I mean, of course, Lisa Rinna and her 2 daughters, but it's hard to get a family partnership. 4 people hired, ka-ching is what I'm saying. So good for Teresa, good for the kids. Now this company, look, there's been stuff that's been said about them forever that, there's basically sweatshop conditions. Let's just boil it down. That is the narrative that is out there. Yes, I have allergies and I really apologize. That's the narrative that's out there, that there's like sweatshop conditions, which if you logically think about it, it does kind of make sense. I mean, how else are we making a pair of shorts for like $9, honestly, and selling them all over the world? So they're saying that, that this company exploits factory workers, awful conditions. They're also saying, this is what we've heard throughout the years, that they rip off other designers, which is like, instead of She by Sheree, we say She by Shein. It's kind of funny. But look, Teresa has come out through her rep, which I assume is James Leonard. Like, shout out to James Leonard. I have nothing against James Leonard. I think he's a great attorney. That they've made a statement that, look, we've looked into this. We've seen nothing personally, and we're standing by this partnership. I mean, first of all, of course, you're standing by this partnership because it's money. I have no problem with that, honestly. I really don't. I mean, does that mean Teresa is, you know, what am I trying to say? Valuing money over ethics? I mean, that's a stretch to me. Listen, if someone wants to come along and offer me, if this company wants to come along and offer me a partnership for a family, and, I have an extended family, sister and parents, but really it's just me here in this household. I'll take all four things and just do it myself, and I'll take all four of the incomes. I mean, I don't know. She hasn't seen anything. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I think people will come for people regardless. I think it's like, what's wrong with this? I don't really understand the whole hoopla. I mean, we had this big upcry with Balenciaga last year, and everyone's wearing Balenciaga again. I saw something the other day that Kim K is back in with Balenciaga. I mean, this is how the world works. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what's going on here. So, where do you guys fall on this? Leave it in the comments. Are you outraged by Teresa's partnership, or are you like, get your bag, girl, and let's go? I mean, she has all those taxes to pay off, which is the second thing. One more thing about this, also people are coming for Adriana and saying she's inappropriately dressed for a 14-year-old. That's a whole nother conversation. I don't have kids, so I don't really know what's appropriate and what's not appropriate for a 14-year-old. Yeah, it seemed a little out there. A lot of people are saying, like, we don't care what kids are wearing these days. This is not acceptable. Okay, so sound off about that too. Is Adriana at 14 dressed inappropriately? I don't know. Not a parent, nor do I want to be one anytime soon. So Teresa needs the money. She's paying off her taxes. You saw that this week. She just made a huge payment, I think around $400,000 to the New Jersey State, and she still owes around $600,000 to the Fed. So, okay, she's paying it off. I mean, you compare her to, don't want to compare her to the Gorgas, because then everyone's going to say I'm one team or another. All these lawsuits which are mounting. Let's just compare her to, say, let's go down south to maybe Kim and Kroy. So Kim says she's never leaving her house. Honey, you can't afford the house. Kim Zolciak will be leaving this house. Let me just be honest about this, and let's just break this down. May not happen today, may not happen tomorrow. Kim Zolciak will be leaving her $3 million mansion, which apparently Kroy wants to sell. Remember that thing that just happened where she's like, Kroy was in the room and he wasn't letting her in. And the police, they just called 911 again. And she said, the police said to her, can't you just, like, we understand. They said, Kroy, look, you're going to be in trouble, like, for refusing, to let your wife into the marital space. Like, it's her house too. You can't prohibit someone from roaming around their own house. But they did say to Kim Zolciak, can't you just sleep in another room? And she said,